What's up, y'all? It's your girls, KD
and KB,
and you're checking in the Hot Take Hotel.
where the tea is always hot and your bed is always made.
Hope you enjoy your stay. Hey, darling.
How's it going?
Darling is mad country of me to say.
Oh, dear, you country lady. No, it's mad funny. I think I said this to you the other week. I know you are country,
Yeah.
but it doesn't catch me whatsoever. And everybody who listens to the podcast is like, "Oh my God, where's your friend from?" I'm like,
screaming.
like they can hear it so clearly. I'm like, how do y'all hear it? I guess
Yes.
because I'm with you so much, it don't even faze me anymore.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah, you just used to it. Because
Yeah.
literally, every time I go out somewhere or if I'm
Mhm.
like talking to anybody, sometimes it does catch me by surprise because I usually like hang with people who they've known me for a long
Yes,
time at this
yes.
point.
Mhm.
So nobody's asking me like where you
Where you
from.
from?
But girl, if I get anywhere outside of our like group of people,
They're like,
it's the first thing people say. Like I would say, "Hey, how you doing?" And then they'll be like, "Where you from?"
and you're like, well, damn, say hello back.
Facts.
Shit,
Like
yeah.
I didn't even get anything out.
It's so funny. I didn't
Yeah,
even
it's
hear it.
it's kind of jarring
I'm surprised you
sometimes.
don't have like a fake New York accent yet, or like,
You know
or
what?
like New York words or something. Because you
I
don't
mean,
even
I
say.
say New York words like everybody else is saying.
Yeah, I
But
guess maybe. Yeah, maybe you do.
I feel like at this point, New York lingo is
Everybody
also
else.
everybody's
Yeah,
using it.
that's
So,
true. That's a fact.
but yeah, I don't know why people always say that they're surprised I don't have a New York accent because I'm like, you literally go your whole life talking one way, and people expect you to come someplace and then just immediately learn a new way to talk. That's crazy.
But I'll only say that because I know people who go down south.
They
And
playing.
immediately they be like, "Yeah, what you finna do?" You be like, "Hold on, you lived in New York all my life. What happened?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I will say is that when I go to the South,
Mhm.
it is 10 times
Worse?
more.
Not even that's
Worse
worse
is
the wrong word. Worse
aggressive,
is the wrong word. 10
but
times more
more than
stronger.
what I got going on
Really?
today.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have to be
Or
a
if I get a
final.
little get a couple drinks in me, but you should know that though. If I
Yes.
get that, rah, 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 that's how I sound. It's crazy.
That's not funny.
Yeah.
But how's your day today?
It was cool. I'm actually trying to plan last minute.
Mhm.
Kind of decided I'm all my job is closed next week. That
Mhm.
gives like a summer break thing.
Yes,
And so I'm teetering on the fence of whether or not I should go home.
which you should.
I know, but it's just so exhausting and it's
Yeah.
such a long drive
Mhm.
because we got the dogs and today I'm feeling really overwhelmed and tired
Mhm.
because yeah, I was just trying to like plan to go, but I feel like
You
I had so much to
rushing.
do at work and
Mhm.
then I'm like, I didn't even pack and it's a lot. And so I'm just feeling kind of overwhelmed by that. But we're gonna make a decision when I get home. I'm not pressed. Honestly, I do want to go home. I do want to see my family
Obviously.
and I do want to see my friends. But at the same time, they're so dispersed.
It's hard to like see everyone.
Yeah.
I can understand that. It's like you gotta go here, here, here. But if you don't go, you're gonna be here. And it's like then you're gonna be like, damn, I should have just went. So
Yeah, I'm thinking about taking a flight and just leaving everybody else here. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Let's see how that will rock
Yeah.
out.
It's
That's
just
not
like
funny.
y'all stay behind and let
You
me
know what?
just hop on the
Let
plane
me go
real
do something
quick.
real quick. Come right back.
Either that or it's like I need to just I'm gonna have to like take flights to go home sometime soon anyway, just to kind of like spread it out. Because
Yeah.
I feel like otherwise it's just not.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's hard.
hard.
And then you end up traveling all around, bouncing, bouncing. You don't get this. The point of
Barely.
going there is to rest, and
Yeah.
it's like you're not even doing that. You're going down there to bounce around.
Yeah, no rest.
Yeah.
You know what? During COVID,
Mhm.
it really was. I really appreciated COVID for like kind of slowing things down because like I went
Yeah.
home
Mhm.
and
I think I do remember that.
2 summers, 2 back-to-back summers. I went home for like
A month.
months,
Yeah,
like a
I
couple of
remember that.
months, and it was just so nice. It was nice to like be there and be able to see everybody
Mhm.
and not feel really rushed. And
Mhm.
then I drove back, and then yeah, it was
Yeah,
like a little
relax.
vacation.
Yeah, I remember.
I think that's how you have to do it. Like it got to be a situation where you going and you staying for a couple of
Yeah, it's
weeks or
hard. It's
something.
hard to do things in like when you're there for like 3-4 days because then you're like you're trying to see new. You're trying to see your area of what you come from, whatever. You're trying to see everybody.
I ain't trying to
Yeah.
see nothing over there. I'm just trying to see people.
But I'm sure your neighborhood is different than what it was back when
And you think I'm riding around and looking at it?
Yeah, why not?
Girl, bye.
Please.
Also, I gotta take you. I gotta bring you to North Carolina because you clearly have no understanding of
None.
like what this.
No,
place
I feel
looks
like it looks like I feel like no, I feel like it's like there's a pocket of it that looks like the city. Maybe not big like the city, but like a little city-ish area. How like my neighborhood? I think Philly looks like my neighborhood.
Who?
My neighborhood right
What
now,
looks
where I
like it?
live. Yeah, North Carolina looks like my neighborhood. Like, a little
Oh,
pocket of like shops and
yes.
stuff, and then you step away, then it's just like houses and stuff. That's what I think. But with more extended land.
I would say that's mad land. Like when you said like, oh, see what changed. I'm like, girl, them fields is not changing.
But maybe they built a new pizzeria. Maybe like somebody from your high school built
No,
a
they
coffee shop. Come
no.
on.
Well, maybe they do. I couldn't even tell you. But what they will put out there is some fast food. I feel like every time I go home,
It's a new fast food
something
restaurant.
something done popped up in the city,
All
like in
right.
the little town,
All right.
a
All right.
new
Well,
little
I hope you
spot.
make it.
Um,
So go.
yeah, and if y'all hear this and I didn't make it, I'm so sorry. I
She
just,
tried.
I really,
She
I
tried.
gave it my
She
best
tried.
shot.
She did. She gave all she could give, and she had no more to give.
What is it? And I'm gonna be home soon.
He's so silly.
But yeah, what about you? Life's
Same,
good.
same. Good, life's good. I have nothing to complain. I just feel like tired today. That's it.
Yeah,
I feel like work is draining me. Finally, the big hump is over, which I'm really excited about.
they should give y'all a break after that.
They don't.
They
They
should.
don't give us a break, and then
We
they
need, we need,
breaks after big
but
projects.
don't like like European summers or like whatever they be saying. Like over in those in Europe,
Yes.
they have a lot of like downtime during the summertime where their jobs kind of just like expect them to turn off.
I worked. This is my first American. This is my second American company. I've worked only Italian companies. When I mean they don't give a f,
Yo,
and what I mean by that is I used to work for an entire company that my Italian offices no, it was August. In August, will shut
mhm,
down, and we still had to come to work.
mhm,
The only thing different they did was, we have like summer Fridays. We didn't get summer Fridays. We got every Friday off in August, which was cute. But like other than that, you still had to come to work.
mhm.
My last company was Swedish. When I mean the entire company was over in July, so much so my team put a calendar together of everybody that was out, and then had my name filled in. Like, you could send emails to Kiana because she'll be working in the U.S. They
That's
don't give
crazy.
two
Yeah,
F's. They don't care. But
I
we
mean,
definitely do need
I
that in the
think
US.
I think in America we have really
Low standards of life work
yeah,
life
or just
balance.
like work, 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 work,
Yeah,
work,
I
and it's
agree.
like,
I
damn, we can
agree.
we slow this thing down?
And also, too, you look, it's like down because I know a lot of companies have what's it called, unlimited PTO, but it look like it's frowned upon when you be like, I'm taking 2 weeks off.
Yeah,
Like,
you
people
can't
be
really
like,
trust
yeah,
it.
you know what I mean. So it's just like, you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. Yeah, it's pretty shitty.
So I know I'm feeling really self conscious right now about how I sound.
What? Because you sound country.
Cause while your friends, I was like down,
Down. You gotta
down.
pronounce every syllable down. Oh, please. Be yourself.
You know, I mean, it's doing the best I can with what I got, and this what I got.
You so silly. You want to start the episode?
Yes,
Okay.
let's
You
get
want to
into
ring the bell?
the stories. Oh yeah,
We
checking in.
here. Check in. Okay. So today's episode is about pet peeves.
Mm,
Okay. I don't know how I got this idea, but I thought it'd be funny to talk about our biggest pet peeves
yeah.
as it pertains to work. We both have dogs, so I said if a dog had a pet peeve, what would your pet peeve? I thought that'd be jokes.
Okay.
And then also to pet peeves about driving, because now I'm a driver now, licensed in room, 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 room.
Ooh.
Okay,
Okay.
so let's start with work. Okay,
Mhm.
so wait, before I even start, do you have a pet peeve that you absolutely hate?
About work.
Yeah,
Um, my biggest pet peeve. Ooh, Lord. My biggest pet peeve
is
is when
working.
people that part. Hello, going to work. I hate it. Hate waking up in the morning and having to go to work. No, I think my biggest pet peeve when it comes to work is like people who be in like senior positions and then they be dumb. Or just like they don't know how to do
The
the
job.
simplest stuff.
Hmm.
And you just be like,
How did
how
you
in
get
the
here?
hell
Hmm.
did you get into this position? And I feel like I've come across that not so much in my job now.
Hmm.
Like my job now is cool, but in previous jobs where it's
Hmm.
just like there's no way that you
Hmm.
have the title that you have.
And
Sometimes all the way up to CEO. Like how are you the CEO?
how are you here and you think like that? You know what it is? It is mind boggling sometimes because you'd be like, even when you're interviewing for the position, they ask you all these questions, and then you get there, be like, wait, you asked me all these questions in the interview, and you don't even know how to do VLOOKUP?
Yeah.
How we here?
Facts.
How we here?
Or people who is like they ask you a bunch of questions because they want to make sure that you know how to do shit that they don't
Because
know how to do.
exactly, and that's what it comes. Sometimes that is what it boils down to, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, come on now, like, ugh.
Or even like when you said VLOOKUPs, like
Mm-hmm.
even the simplest stuff of like how to change a PDF to a Word document. So like that,
Mm-hmm.
it's to be like Now you don't wanna just, like, learn something new to keep
Mhm.
yourself fresh with, like,
Mhm.
life.
And then I feel like life is about being resourceful, right? I There's no excuse why you can't Google. So like I
Facts.
feel like too, like even when like I have like junior people underneath me, like they'll ask me a question, I'd be like, hey, I'm gonna give you the answer, but like next time Google it. And I feel like sometimes it sounds kind of rude, but it's like
Mhm.
no, be resourceful, like figure it
You
out.
gotta
You
be.
gotta figure it
Yeah.
out. And I feel like some people don't. That is a pet peeve of mine. Some people don't just they're not resourceful to figure it out.
Yeah, don't wait on people to give you answers.
Exactly. Mm-mm. Okay, so these pet peeves, we can kind of go back and forth
Yeah.
with them, are coming from r slash ask Reddit. What's your workplace pet peeve?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So this person says the first one, people who treat maintenance and administrative support staff like they're not equal or like invisible slaves. That is a big pet peeve of mine. I don't like that. I feel like you should treat the janitor in a place just like you treat your boss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't like when people like try to look down upon them or like think they're there to serve them.
Yeah.
Or like sidebar, people who leave their cups and stuff in the sink at work. Oh, that thing bothers me. Rinse it out. Like, oh, real quick story.
I got a story. A
Okay,
story
right.
to go.
My last position that I was in was an open communal kitchen, right? Fine.
Mhm.
There had this one guy and this one girl, right? Girl was fairly young, guy was old. They would clean out the kitchen, and I would always say good morning to them and stuff. Yo, lunchtime would be crazy, and they were late to pack up the dishwasher, right? So in the midst of the lunchtime rush, they were packing up the dishwasher. Instead of people rinsing out the bowl and like putting it in the dishwasher because the dishwasher was open, they were just throwing it in a thing, throwing it
No.
in the sink. I was just like so mortified. Like, who
Yeah.
raised you?
Also, I think it's because, like, 9 times out of 10, the people who are doing those sort of jobs are people of color, and
Yes.
so a lot of times we
Mhm.
are also the only, not only, but, like, the few
Mhm.
people of
Mhm.
color that are
Mhm.
working in
Mhm.
the office,
Mhm.
and so it's just like, "Now pick up after your damn self."
Come on, you know you was raised better than that. You know what
Facts.
I mean?
Or
Like,
were they?
oh, and that is another conversation for another topic.
Facts.
Okay. You had a story, or that was it?
Oh, I was gonna tell you,
Mm.
don't judge me. I was gonna
She
say,
left a cup in the
I
sink.
did. But so in my old job,
Mhm.
it was so my onboarding, which is kind of crazy. And
Mhm.
like usually, like when you get onboarded or like the first couple of days, somebody that walks you around tells you all the things that you need
Yes.
to know about the
Mhm.
office, yada
Mhm.
yada yada. So when I got there, I like that didn't really happen. And so I was just like putting my things in the sink because that's where everybody else was putting their things at. And then the CEO had sent around the email. Somebody had sent around the email and basically was like, hey, like make sure y'all clean up after yourselves, like put the stuff in the dishwasher. And I really was mortified because I was like, damn, nobody even told me that like that's what y'all was supposed
You
to
have to
be
do
doing.
it.
Even though I'm sure nobody was like, yeah,
Mhm.
it's Katie, like
Mhm.
she the one who doing it. But it's just I was like, oh no, like
It's me. And you also get like
embarrassed.
secondhand embarrassment too, because
Not
like
second, first. I was firsthand
it was the
embarrassed.
first hand. It was me. I always feel like when those big emails come out, sometimes they always direct it to me, and I'm like, they're talking about me.
No.
They're talking about me, and they're probably not. It probably was not you. Okay. So this person said, second one is people who leave passive aggressive notes about maintaining a common space. That was your email. it
Ooh.
never works, and it just creates a negative, whiny vibe. I
I agree.
silently supply our kitchen with dish soap and fresh sponges, which cost me a few dollars. She's too nice.
Yeah, she doing too
Yeah.
much.
And we'll do the occasional extra few dishes with my own lunch. We'll
She
and
washing dishes.
yeah, washing dishes. That was weird, but she's washing dishes. She's too much. I'm not
Yeah.
washing anybody else's dishes. It has yet to completely ruin my life or even make a bunch of dent in it. Not everyone keeps areas the same, live with it. Debatable. Respect. No.
I mean, I feel what she's saying about the passive aggressive emails or like notes of saying like, "Hey, make sure you don't use fish at work. Don't warm up fish at work."
Yes.
And it's like,
Yes.
if you know who warming up fish, just say,
Yeah, just say don't do it.
"Hey, don't warm
Yes,
up
I agree.
fish."
But also too, I feel like there's probably some HR sentence somewhere in a book that says you
For
can't
sure.
directly affect somebody. So
Well,
I don't know.
it depends on what the policies are. Like sometimes it's just like, like we gotta respect our workspace. It's
Okay.
not usually in most people's policy or
Mhm.
handbooks, so I wouldn't say that, but it's more. It's more about being direct, but being polite. Like you don't gotta be
Yeah.
rude,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, we're
We are grown.
humans, we're adults. So like
Mhm.
I think workplace conflict is not something that's like not gonna happen. Like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And so just kind of be respectful and nice
I agree.
about it.
I
But
agree.
yeah, I'm going straight to the source. And passive aggressive,
Period is just annoying too.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't like that either. Just come directly. And I feel like you can eliminate it too. You don't have to a note is crazy. Don't write me a note. Don't even send
thanks.
me an email.
Or a sticky note.
Sticking
Imagine.
on my computer.
Facts. That would actually piss me off.
I actually want to fight.
Yeah. Cause like, who
Who do you
did
think you
this?
are? Okay. The next person says 5 minutes late to a meeting. Good afternoon. Glad you could join us.
Ooh.
That honestly though, like I suck at time management in my real life. Yeah, I know. You're like, you guys are really good. We we suck. But I feel like at work, I'm really, really good with time management. Like, I'm always like, I always get up 15 minutes before a meeting because I could use the bathroom, get the water,
Mhm.
and meet up there. I'm usually there for like 5 minutes, whatever, before the meeting. So if somebody said that to me because I'm 5 minutes late, that would be like, yo, this may be my first time. You don't got to be late about it.
Thanks for joining is kind of crazy, but also I do be annoyed by people who come to like meetings super late
Mm,
because usually I'm like doing something, I'm
mm-hmm.
working, and then I stop doing what I'm doing
To
to
come
come
to,
into this meeting.
yeah,
And if you was gonna be 10 minutes late,
I
you
could
should
have.
have just said you was gonna be 10 minutes late
I agree.
so that I could kept doing what I was
Do it.
doing.
Okay. All right. Okay. I agree with you, but I'm gonna speak. I don't mind meeting like when we're in the job. I hate when people are late to interviews. That's a really big pet peeve. I feel like you do all this time
Yeah.
preparing for an interview. For you to be 2 to 3 minutes late is like a slap in the face. Like, no.
Oh, like the
Like the interviewer.
interviewer.
Yes, is late to
Okay.
the interview. So I can agree with that. Because I could have spent the next 5 minutes looking in the mirror telling myself, you could do this, you could do this, you could do
Yeah.
this. So I agree with you on that kind
And
of
then
case.
right, and then they come late and now your nursing work back up.
And they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I was in a meeting." Forget your meeting. You need me to come to this
And
job.
now you gotta say, "Oh, no worries."
It's okay. I totally understand. Oh, it is worries. I hate
It is worries.
it.
It is worries, actually.
Okay, I'll read two more from this one. Open floor plans. So open plan seatings.
Mhm.
It says it is the bane of Silicon Valley. Everywhere you go has an open floor plan, making the privacy of cubicles impossible. It's supposed to drive interaction and collaboration, yet everyone hunkers down with headphones on and screen protectors on your coworkers so your coworkers can't see you dicking around on Facebook. I hate open floor plans.
I disagree.
You
I've literally probably 90% of the jobs that I've had.
mhm,
Actually, I've only ever had one job where I had a cubicle,
mhm.
and that shit was mad depressing.
I don't
Cause you
okay.
just like stuck in a box all day long under these nasty ass fluorescent lights that's just like bogging down your life, and it just feels very isolating.
Maybe not a cubicle.
Mm.
I've only had a cubicle in my internships, but I've had a table, like my own desk. Open floor plans I don't like because like there is no privacy. And like everybody can see what you're doing, everybody
What
can
you
see
need
you
privacy
texting.
for?
Maybe I need a little break to find a podcast to listen to.
Yeah,
Or
so
maybe I
do
need to, or
that.
maybe, but I feel like people like looking over your shoulder, like, look how many times she picked up her phone. Look at this, look at this. Like,
Maybe it's the kind of places y'all work in, cause that's never been a concern of mine.
no,
Hell no.
oh, I always get like secondhand embarrassment. Like, oh, if the CEO walks behind me and sees me on a different website other than the website I'm
I
supposed
mean,
to
yeah,
be on.
sure, but I feel like nobody is expecting people to be working 8 hours out of the day.
You
Like
know,
nobody's working
I
eight
feel
hours
like
a day. I feel like how long do you think people work a day? Like for real, realistically.
I'm not gonna answer this question before I get
Not
fired.
today. I worked a lot, but like on an average day.
On an average day, I think I work about 5, 6 hours, 5, 6 hours, depending. That's including meetings. So like that's including meetings of waking up, checking emails. I don't call checking emails work. So wake up, checking emails, actual work, 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 work.
hmm
Maybe a meeting here and there, work, work, work. So like 6 hours. Yeah.
I feel like if I, I feel like if I went full throttle on my brain power
Hmm.
and just like really hunkered down and got all my work done, I could get all my work done in probably 3 to 4 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
The only reason why I feel like I can get my work done shorter is because there's so many points of my job within digital that it's so like there's so many different rabbit holes, if that makes sense. Like
hmm
maybe if I did one project, I could get it done, but like there's always something that's wrong.
Yeah.
Like there's literally always something that's wrong.
I feel like the thing that probably takes the most time for me is just like checks and balances. Like if I
Okay.
need to like reach out to somebody else so that they can like have an input, or
Yes.
I need to like meet with
Agree.
my manager to go over something. But other than that, if I was silo and somebody said, "Hey, here are the 4 things you need to complete today,"
Okay. Same.
I could get them done
Yeah, get them done.
in
Yes, I
three or
agree with
four
that.
hours.
I agree with that. I do agree with the checks and balances thing too.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, oh, that adds a layer on it. Like waiting for X, Y, and Z to write me back to say yes, you could do this, or like I approve this, or whatever the case may be.
You know,
Yeah.
another hot take I got about not really a pet peeve, but a hot take
Mhm.
about work in corporate America.
Mhm.
I feel like there is quite literally, I'm gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna say quite literally very few roles that if you have a fucking brain, you can't do.
I 100% agree with you. And the older I get, the more I see that. Like, and that's why I feel like we had this conversation before. I feel like companies do not hire, they're not hiring the right people to
Yeah,
hire people because
they interview wrong.
yes,
Everybody's
because
doing it wrong.
everybody I'm I am I'm pretty smart, but anybody could do my job if I train you the right way.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Or even if you do a little Google search or do like you can
you can
literally
figure something
I feel like
out.
if you went to school and you got a degree and not even like you needed a degree to do the stuff, but I just feel like if you like have the ability to apply yourself,
Yes.
I feel like there is very few
Mhm.
jobs
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
need for real, like real life learning and training.
I
Like
agree,
I feel
agree.
like most things you can just get done
I
by
agree.
yourself.
And also too, hot take, my man ChatGPT be holding it down.
That's
And I
actually my
feel
hot
like,
take for
yeah.
later.
And I feel like the kids today don't even understand how easy they have it.
Yo,
Because like I remember starting out in the industry and like not knowing nothing. And I had to like really like concentrate and like I had to buy magazines to like
hmm,
read different things, like to didn't stay on. I had to watch the news. Like that's another hot take. Like not only knowing your job but knowing your coworkers to know that when they're having conversations when you're so young, you're
yeah,
ready to chime in. So I would have to watch the news because like we had Instagram and stuff, but that stuff it wasn't like the news was still prevalent.
yeah,
So watching the news so I could come to work the next day with a take. Like those different things are like things that they have it so easy now. Like you
yeah.
pick up your phone and just see it.
I promise you, early in my career, the thing that took the most time at my job was just trying to formulate an email professionally.
Yes. 100.
Like,
Oh yes.
nothing
Oh
required
my God. Yes.
nothing required as much energy as just thinking about how do I say this to this person
And not sound young
in a
or
way that is professional and
mhm.
sounds coherent.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
now you just throw some random thoughts in the chat GPT and they be like, here
And
you
you're like, "Oh,
go.
you know what? I didn't even think about using that word. That's a good word to use." I agree. They don't know how good they got it.
Yeah.
They don't know how good they got it. And I feel like our parents would say that to us. Like, yeah, we had to look at encyclopedias and
Oh,
shit.
facts.
He's like, y'all know how to go. I Hi, here's a brief intermission brought to you by the Hot Take Hotel podcast.
Hey guys, thank you for all of the love and support. It has been really great. But we just need one more thing.
Please like, subscribe, comment. We need your feedback. If you are really loving a piece of the show, let us know. If you think we're crazy, let us know. Your feedback helps us make the episodes better.
Yes, and get in the comments. Like if it's a hot take that you didn't agree with, put it in the comments on Spotify, on YouTube, across all the socials. There are areas where you can comment. So put them in the comments.
And make sure you check back every Thursday for a new episode of Hot Take Hotel Podcast, where we're bringing you the drama and the juice. Bye. Now back to the show. Okay. So I'll do one last one.
From
And
work?
your work ones, okay?
Okay.
Okay. This person said, put your effing phone on vibrate. I don't want to hear the stupid whistle every time your wife texts you.
Oh, honey, that's anywhere. Nowhere in life
Should
should
your phone
you.
be ringing?
I'm not gonna lie. I cannot tell you the last time my phone was on
Facts.
sound. Like
Facts.
people, if I like misplace my phone
Mhm.
and my fiance be like, "Oh, like,
Let me
is
call
it gonna
it.
ring?" And I'm like, "Bro, it's never going to ring. It's never going to be on
Mm-mm.
ringer."
Mhm.
Like
I hate that.
nothing about life should you be having a notification. Also,
Mhm.
that just gives you anxiety. Like I
Yes.
don't want the
Mhm.
anxiety of
Mhm.
always having a notification going off.
I don't want to hear ding, ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding. Know what I mean?
I feel like we on edge. People are
You're
on
on edge.
edge.
Did you see the thing that take a little off?
Yes.
And they had somebody put their finger against their bed.
I know. Yes.
Take a little off.
The favorite one I saw was somebody put their fingers on a TJ Maxx wall.
Yeah. Wait, you reposted that today? I saw it.
And I said, I've never felt something more relatable in my life
Yes.
because
Literally take a little
absolutely.
edge off. That's
Oh,
so
and someone
funny.
else did a put their finger on they had a bow round in between. You don't even know what a bow round is.
What is that?
It's all right. My people down south, y'all know what a bow round is.
Talk to your people.
Y'all know what a bow round is. If you
Uh,
know,
you
you
know,
know.
that's so funny. But yeah, I think we are always on edge. Life's on edge. Okay. I'll move to another one, another topic. Okay. So this one is from r/ask Reddit. If your pet had a pet peeve, what would it be? Since we both have dogs and they are both absolutely nuts. I
Yeah.
thought this would be hilarious to kick off with. Um, I know what my dog pet peeve is before we even get into this.
Yeah, you gotta give me, 'cause I don't know, I'm trying to think.
Company coming over and not petting him
Mm,
because he think everybody is there to see
he
him.
do.
He think and like and it don't be like a quick little.
No.
He wants you to rub him down.
He runs into you like a damn
And
bull.
then he run into the walls. Like,
Yeah.
he's nuts. Like, and it is pretty embarrassing because I feel like people come over and think that we don't be petting him.
Oh,
And I be petting him down.
yeah. But that's also the kind of breed that he is.
He's crazy. He's a crazy breed.
'Cause we have, the same
Yes. Well,
dog
we can say
and
golden
yeah,
doodles.
golden
Yeah.
doodle.
Hmm.
Um,
They're nuts. Oh, God. What? I'm sorry.
not 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 me trying to keep the dog secret. Like, girl,
Keep the dog on a hush.
wasn't even I say it was what she say?
Never
It-
necessary.
yeah.
No. No, I don't
I'm
know.
never too ill.
Oh.
I'm never too ill. Just come and holler and say what's
You was
up.
like, yeah, we
'Cause
have the
like,
same
girl,
dog.
it
You
never
can say it's a
gave
golden
that.
doodle.
We got golden doodles.
And they are needy as
Yeah,
hell.
very needy. I would say my miniature poodle's pet peeve though
Mhm.
is anything like is people not giving her food. Anything related to food. She would do anything.
My girl,
I
she like
mean,
to eat.
anything for some food. Like
I can see that.
big back century. Like literally, it will be. We started feeding them now at like 7 o'clock, around 7 o'clock on the
Mhm.
dot. It'll be 6 o'clock, and sis is like standing like, and then don't let it keep as time goes on. She get more and more aggressive. Like she'll be like pushing on the couch, like crying, whining. Like sis is like,
She's
please,
like
I'm
a
so
human.
hungry.
She's a human. She's
Yeah,
like,
she's
it's been too long since my last meal. Figure it out.
facts.
That's not funny.
Yeah, give me read
Okay.
some of those because
Let's
I
read
need
some.
examples.
Okay. So one person said alarms. One.
Oh no. Oh wait, your dog's pet peeve
Yes.
would be an alarm.
Yes. You think you trying to say your pet peeve is an alarm?
Hell yes.
How
Let
you
me
wake
tell
up in
you.
the morning?
I just wake up. I don't know.
Oh,
But
you too grown for
I'm
me.
shouting out my friend and my cousin, Katera, because when we were growing up, oh my God, she already know this. We've always like this has always been my thing.
Mhm.
We spend the night at her house. We
Mhm.
be in the bed, we sleep, and then she's the kind of people who like just keep letting the alarm ring and
Oh,
ring
and
and
then
ring and ring. Like she'll shut it off
yes.
or like snooze it and then it'll ring and ring and ring. And I'm like, girl, just set your alarm for when you ready to get
Get
up.
up.
Like if you know you ready
Mhm.
to get up at a certain time, set your alarm for that time and get your ass out the bed.
True. But sometimes you need a little extra early warning.
No.
No, sometimes your alarm is not to wake you up, but to say to you, "Hey, it's about to be time to wake up."
Who's living like that?
I am living like that sometimes.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Sometimes, like I think I've gotten better at it, but like my alarm used to be like, "All right, it's not time to really get up, but it's time to be like, it's time for that." REM sleep is when you in deep sleep.
Yeah.
It's the time to pop out the REM sleep and pop into that middle sleep where like
But then you just wake I feel like if you go back to sleep like that, you just wake up groggy.
I'm
You
gonna
know,
be
like
tired regardless.
if you falling back to sleep for 5 minutes every
I'm
time,
gonna be tired
like
regardless,
that's
y'all. I'm
insane.
gonna be tired regardless.
But alarms for
Hmm.
dogs.
For
Okay.
cats too, cats too.
Oh, pets.
Someone said people who show up unannounced. I think yes.
My dogs.
Yes.
Actually, my dogs, thank you. My dog's pet peeve is anybody who walk by the house. Like, don't
Why you on my
even,
property?
not even your property, it's the sidewalk. Like, don't even walk by the sidewalk because they finna bark you down.
You right. I've heard. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
They're
Yeah,
ridiculous.
you're right.
You can
And
say it.
they are. It's okay. It's all right. And they like a dual. They dual brother. They do
No,
sisters.
I think it's one person's anxiety. Like one dog's anxiety is like at
Spicy.
bay. And then the moment one of the other dogs barks, is like that anxiety overflows, and now we both got to bark because like clearly we're in danger. That's what it
Clearly,
gives.
clearly we in danger is crazy because like
Facts.
nobody's coming to get y'all.
No one.
That's about funny. This person said, "My wife and I are moving our legs in the bed. Their dog growls and it just like a crabby old man. It's hilarious. First of all, dogs in the bed is gross. So
You
my
ever
dog doesn't
seen
kill me.
you ever seen those people who or like the things where the dog's like you move a little bit and then your dog like side eye you like
Yeah, like while you
why the
moving,
fuck would you
yes.
be moving right now?
That's why I truly think that animals, dogs especially, are human. Like there's a human piece to them that is like really weird. I
I
don't
mean they're
know.
smart for sure.
Too
Like
smart. Too smart.
yeah.
Too smart. Too smart.
We've been having our dog sleep in the living room because it's been so hot. We had to like put the AC on and like just keep them cool.
Mhm.
Um, and we didn't put like the bed is just out,
Mhm.
so they can like roam around.
Aw.
And I was walking by and Dawn, our golden doodle, was like sitting at the door, and I was like, go get in the bed." And then she went over there and lay down. And I was like, "See,
They
y'all really be
understand English,
knowing."
yes. Wait, that's funny you said that. When it wasn't a heat wave, we would leave our balcony door open,
Mhm.
and Leo would come in and out. So I was in the room doing my hair or something, and I came out, and I said to my fiance, I was like, "Yo," I was like, "You didn't." I told you told Leo he couldn't go outside because the thing was out. He looked at me and was like, "What?" I was like, "Did you tell him he couldn't go outside?" He goes, "Cause he could understand English." I was like, "But the thing is here, I thought maybe he felt like he couldn't go outside." And I actually for a second had to step
No,
back and be like,
actually, you
"Wait."
sound crazy.
Then I was like, "Wait, hold on,
You
wait."
sound nuts.
I was like, "My bad." Okay. This one says, "Seeing the bottom of their food bowl." That's jokes.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's jokes. That's jokes. That's jokes. And we'll do one more. And my dog lies down with his legs pointing backwards, making his rear look like a cooked chicken. So I grab his legs and yell, "Chicken legs." Let me tell you, he doesn't like that at all. That's funny as hell. Poor
Speaking of
dog.
side notes for like um chicken legs,
Mhm.
like, do you have any like things that you like quirky little things that you call your dog?
Baba and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
What do you call your dog?
No, I just got like all her nicknames, like Evie, Evie Lynn,
Evelyn, that hurt. Yeah.
Eviana, Ivanka, um, Eva Knievel
Evil Knievel, yes.
when she
Yeah,
she
she get a little crazy, yes. Okay,
on
got you.
most days. Yeah, those are like the ones. Evie Beavy,
Evie Beavy.
which also turned into me calling her Beans. I don't know
Beans?
why,
Okay.
because I just got Evie Beavy, and then I don't know,
Beans?
just start calling her Beans. Like, hey,
Okay,
Beans.
all right, here we go, here we go. All right. We'll do one more. And is this one is r slash ask Reddit. What's your biggest pet peeve while driving? Okay. You have any? Well, I'm new to this driving thing, so I have a lot of pet peeves because I feel like I don't understand how it took me so long to get a license and nobody could drive on the road. I'm just saying.
You know what I'm finna say?
Hmm.
My man finna be so upset because it's not even while driving.
Okay.
It's while riding in the car with him. I hate that he went. I hate that he like, and I think it's not just him. I think it's New Yorkers in general.
Mm.
Actually, I got a hot take about New Yorkers, but might get me canceled. I hate when he don't let people over. Like when we be on the highway and people trying to get
Uh,
on the highway, let these people on the
on the
highway.
highway.
Like, why
Okay.
would you not let them on the highway?
Or like they won't let he won't let them get into the lane.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't know why. I feel like New York drivers are very like
Aggressive.
aggressive, and
Yes.
it's always like
It's almost
who
like
can be the biggest asshole, like
yes.
who can be the biggest bully on the
Yes.
road. And so like if you think you finna get over, you not, you
Yes.
wrong. And it's
Yes.
just like
Just let me in.
there's just common courtesy that we should
Mhm.
have on the
Mhm.
road as fellow
Mhm.
drivers to let these people get over.
I feel like as a new driver who is still slow, like I go the speed limit, right? I feel like it is really overwhelming to see people like cut me off or like drive in the opposite side of the lane to get around me
Hmm.
to get in front of me. I'm just like, sir, all that for what? It's unnecessary. Like it's not
I always say
necessary.
like you going nowhere fast.
Going nowhere, and then to do all that to go to a red light,
Fast.
dumbass.
Like
Like, what are you doing?
you went nowhere
That really makes
fast.
me really pissed off. I
Or
get really upset.
people who, what was I gonna say? Like I lost my train of thought. I don't know.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Or people who don't use their signals to like say they're coming over, like switching lanes or like turning. That's a big thing for me because that's on the test. I'm
Now
also new to this.
yeah, cause you sound crazy. Cause I'm real bad. I'm a signal.
Yes.
Don't know her.
So then, God forbid, I crash in the back of you. You're gonna be
You
pissed.
need to be paying attention.
So
And
you
usually,
moving?
if I'm getting over, I have enough time to do that. So like I don't need to signal for real, for real. Like I feel
Signal.
like if I'm in a situation where I need to signal, like it's not enough space for me to just like do it,
Okay.
then I would signal. But if I need to just like get over and there's like a gap, I'm not signaling. Cause like what are you
Okay.
talking about?
If there's a gap, but if I'm not too far behind, no signal.
But too far behind for you is probably like 3 cars, which is crazy.
I'm new to this. I'm new to this. All right, let's read
My
them.
other pet peeve
Oh, go
before
ahead.
we get into it is in New York, like, bruh, why are we honking the horn so much?
Oh yeah,
Like,
people love a horn. They love a horn in New York.
it is
Yeah, they love
unnecessary.
a
We
horn.
don't need
Beep,
that.
beep, 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 beep,
Yo,
beep. Yeah, they love a horn here. They love a horn. Absolutely love a
yeah.
horn.
It's
It's
just like,
absolutely out of
it's not
control.
necessary.
Yeah,
It's,
that's absolutely. And I feel like it's just so it's so obnoxious and so loud for no reason. Like, sir.
and if we like in dead stop traffic and you on
Mhm.
your horn, knowing
Mhm.
good and well, if anybody in
Mhm.
this road could move
Mhm.
forward,
We would move.
we would.
We don't want to be here with you. Like we don't want to be here. So why I agree with it. I agree with
Get
it. I
off
agree
the
with that.
fucking
Yeah. I
horn.
know. I know. I know. I agree with that too. last one. And this, I guess it's not it's a driver, but also as like a walker. I hate when like I know that pedestrians have the right of way at all times, but I hate when like people take advantage of that. Like it's a red light. I mean, it's a red stop sign for you not to walk. You see a car coming, right? And you like now if you're gonna do it, at least speed walk
Okay,
across.
yeah.
At least speed
Put a little
walk.
pep in your
But now
step.
you like strolling like you got the light and like now you know what I mean? It's just like, come on now. Like
I
have
just
some respect. Like
yeah.
and people love doing that in the city. Like
Mhm.
I feel like Long Island's a little bit different. Like they don't know, but I feel like in the city people love to do that. It really irks me too.
I'm trying to think of another well, you go,
Yeah.
read what the people
Okay.
say.
So the first one is people that can't maintain a steady speed. This is me.
I
They are going
agree.
slow, so I try to pass them, but then they speed up when I do try to pass them. That's funny.
Now that makes me wanna
Relatable?
punch a hole in a wall. 'Cause, like, either you gonna go slow or you gonna go fast, but we
Figure it
need to
out.
figure it out.
But maybe I'm going the best that I can do with what I got.
Why you going slow and fast, though?
I feel like as a new driver, I'm going at a steady speed. But if I see people like trying to like get past me and stuff, I
Yeah.
feel like damn, I'm going to, so I gotta speed it up. But also too,
You
and
thinking too
yeah, but
much.
also too, no funny shit. That's usually because I'm going the fucking speed limit, and you guys are not going the speed limit. Yes, yes, yes,
You in your speed limit era.
yes.
In
Yes,
your speed
I'm
limit
in my
era.
speed
I
limit
love
era.
that for you.
I am.
Imma be honest, ooh, who's driving the speed limit?
Me and everybody else who just passed their test 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. But you know what? It's not crazy, like, it's the law, but also it's hard that sounds crazy to me. Doing the speed limit?
Like, no funny shit. Like a few days ago, I was driving. Where was I going? I was going to do something. And you know how they say, it was on a weekday, because you know how they say, when you drive past the school zones, it's 20 miles per hour. But in the regular roads, it is 40, I think it is, or 30, something like that.
I wouldn't know.
So I was like, I was purposely driving the exact time period because I was doing something I shouldn't have been doing, right? So I was driving slowly
Mhm.
and I stopped for the school lanes and I went 20%. And like two cars went past me. And I was
Ooh,
like, fuck out of here. Like, this is the law. And I was like, God forbid if I sped up and did it, I would get pulled over. So I didn't want to even
yeah.
do it. So I just did it. But I was like, this is the law. The sign says, and then, you know, the few feet later, it says you can pick up the speed and go back to the 40 it's supposed to be. Follow the rules.
This is very
It
nerdy of
yes,
you.
it took me a long time to get my license. I was 2 tests. It was I failed twice or 3 times. Twice.
And I knew you did. I'm saying this because when I went to Red Lobster,
Uh-huh.
with your fiance the other day, he was like, "Oh yeah, no, this is her second time taking it." And I'm in my mind like, "Nah, she's taking this test more than
No, twice. I failed when I was pregnant. I failed this last December.
so this your third
It's my
time."
third time taking it. My third time taking it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Um, Then I was gonna say something else about the speed limit.
Mhm.
I do the speed limit when it counts. Like in the school zone, that matters.
Okay.
Like that's safety. Like the
Yes.
kids,
Yes.
like watch out for the kids. So I'm gonna do the speed limit there. I'm also not like recklessly speeding. Like I'm not
Okay.
like a
Okay.
reckless
Right driver.
speeder. I
Okay.
ain't out here just like pedal to the metal.
Zoom. Okay.
But I'm also like I'm safely driving at a speed that I feel like is
That you feel. What
comfortable.
about the people in the street? What about the other cars?
But I feel like we all kind of doing the same. No?
No. Well, maybe honestly, give me 2 years. Maybe I'll be on
Exactly. I
the
feel like
thing.
for the most part, depending on where you at, this is more so down south than
Mhm.
anything. A good 50, 55. It's like
The
that's
good.
safe. That's a safe speed.
Okay, all right. And here, I think what's I think the
Hit the
maximum is 40.
highway, you supposed to go 70, a good 80. That's a
Just what you gotta go. Just what you
yeah.
gotta do.
It's
That's not
put a
funny.
little something on the end.
Okay, this person says when someone pulls up right in front of you and almost hits you, but there's no one behind you. So I guess like you're driving and somebody pulls up, like they did a short stop. Remember, like a short stop right behind you,
Mm.
but there's no reason to do it. I guess I get that. I'm not there yet. I haven't been into that world yet.
I don't get that one, but what I will say is road ragers who like you ever seen people get into beef
Yeah. You
and
seen that
then
movie?
no, I didn't see that.
No.
No.
Oh, go ahead.
But see people get into beef and then they like brake check. Like that's a pet peeve. Like why are we brake checking? Like
Yeah.
we've lost the plot. Or
Yeah.
like my fiance would watch those videos. Like there are like road rage videos on
Mhm.
YouTube, which I feel
Mhm.
like a lot of men probably watch. But it's like, also why are you watching that? But he watches them, and so sometimes I watch them too.
Mhm.
And people who like get out their cars and be shot, I'm like, yo, people are
Crazy.
crazy.
Wait, sidebar. I went to a party a few weeks ago and some lady, her car was already dented and she was trying to get money. And she could tell the group of girls in the car was going to the party right here. You could kind of just tell the vibe of it. She short stopped. The girl stopped. I was crossing the street and I saw the whole thing. The girl stopped. But then she hopped out the car. I was like, "You hit my car. You hit my car." And the girl was like, "No, we didn't. No, she didn't." And the girl was how what happened? The girl was like, she was like, the lady in the car was like, "I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna call the police." So the girl was like, "Call them. I
Yeah,
didn't hit you."
facts.
And I guess she wanted another interaction. She just hopped in her car and ran away. I was like, "Oh
It's a
my
lot of
goodness."
fraud going on,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
especially up here
Yep.
when it comes to
Mhm.
like cars. It's
Mhm.
crazy.
I found my people. Turning signals are so easy. It's my people. It's my people.
If
So
you need them,
easy.
like if I'm on the road and some people behind me and I'm finna stop and have to turn, I'm gonna put my signal on.
Okay. No.
But if I'm just like switching lanes, we don't need signals for the most part.
This person says people on their phones. This is a pet peeve too. Everyone thinks no one can tell, but the car starts swaying. Yes, brake lights on for no reason. Delayed reaction on traffic lights. How hard is it to sit still for a couple of moments? I only agree
I
because
agree.
as a passenger, I've seen like people sway, like swerving,
Yeah,
and then I'll be like, the person's on their phone, and we'll drive up next to them, and I'll be like, oh, look, you're absolutely right. The person's on
yeah.
their phone.
Like if you overly distracted, I
Yeah, like
agree.
pull over. Just pull over.
I'm
Like
not gonna lie, friend. You sound like a fucking grandma
I am.
in your
I
car,
am. Well, not my car yet. I don't have a car yet.
but
But
like
yes, I
in a
oh
car.
no, I feel like give me a year, I'll probably be different.
Wait, what do you
Uh
think about how I drive?
I don't have had any bad interactions yet. Yet.
I'm a
Yet.
great driver.
Yeah. We haven't gone we haven't driven like very long distances though. What's the
Girl,
longest
that's
been?
not true.
Where's the longest we drove
We
from Long Island to Dykeman?
No, we drove from New York to freaking DC.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about that. Oh my god, that was so long
It
ago.
wasn't that long
Oh, you
ago,
did
but
fine. Yeah, you did
I'm a
good.
great driver.
Yeah. I mean, I caught in traffic too. You were great.
Mhm.
Yo, yeah, I forgot about that. Oh my god, I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
I've been driving since I was 11.
That's crazy.
People in the South learn how to drive
Real
real,
or young?
real young. Like some people, like my cousin,
Mm-hmm.
actually the one who I was just telling you about, Katera, who don't use her don't turn her damn
Alarm.
alarms off. She learned how to drive before I did. She was like 9 years old.
9?
Yeah, she was
My
nine
girl was
years
like, I'm
old.
outside
Yeah,
room.
we've been driving for a long time. I feel like you learn how to drive real young in the South.
Wow. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
31 years later.
facts.
Okay, I'll do a few more. People who decide they want to be in the passing lane when they're in fact not passing. I don't know what a passing lane is.
Boo! Tomato, 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 tomato. Who these people? Shut up.
These people who just pass their chest like me.
It sounds like it.
Okay, I hate when people get in the left turning lane. Then instead of simply turning, they pull into the neighboring lane like they need more room to pull off the turn. Like,
Oh,
holy shit, just turn. You don't need a semi cut me off to give me a heart attack. That's funny.
yeah.
I'm gonna read one more. People who think the right of way is determined by the price or the size of vehicle they're driving. That is very true. I feel like people with like these
Nice
luxury
cars.
cars think they own the road, and it's very nerve wracking. I don't like that at all.
Side note, I feel like black people like you be like driving your car and then somebody piss you off and they got like a dent and you like, and that's why your shit look like it look
Yes.
now. That's always hilarious to me. I'm like, and that's why that shit look like it look.
Yes, I agree. And you know what? I do that too. Now I do that. I'd be
Or
like,
sometimes I be in the car and I be like, get on off the damn road in this damn Honda.
now you wait. You a carist?
Yeah, you gotta identify the car. Like you
Not
gotta
the
like
person.
yeah, you gotta identify the person by the car. You gotta like say like if you don't take this damn Acura off the street, if you don't get this damn Nissan off the road.
That's about funny. Okay. Well, that was pet peeves. Do you want to check out? Hilarious. Do you have a hot take?
Oh yeah, my hot take.
Okay.
Back to what you were saying about ChatGPT,
Mm.
girl. Now
My
tell
sis,
me
my
why.
bro.
Yeah, we gotta bring it back a little bit. Tell me why I was on TikTok and
Mm.
somebody was like he was saying like, oh, he was basically saying like pray about everything. And he was basically saying like, like pray about your finances,
Mhm.
pray about, discipline, like basically pray about everything. And so I went to the comments and in the comments, somebody was like, can you just give an example of like how we should be praying about these things? Like I always want to pray, but I never know how. And then somebody responded and said, I just put a bunch of things that I want to pray about in the chat GPT and asked for it to give me a new prayer every day. And I was like, we've
Okay, you
lost
lost
the
the plot.
plot.
Yeah, no, that's not okay.
Like we're losing the plot.
Pick up the Bible. Just pick up the Bible.
Or just open your mouth.
Yeah.
Like I think it's kind of becoming like a crutch
Crutch.
where you like are not we're not really using our brains,
Yeah, I
like,
agree.
or people who even like they're using ChatGPT to like respond to, how do I respond to this, and like in conversation like a
Yes.
text message, it's like,
Mhm.
oh my god, like you don't know
Yeah.
how you nothing about you knows how to respond to something. And I seen a guy who is currently married but in a relationship with somebody like with ChatGPT. Like he's built a
Like on my girlfriend
yes, with
with his.
ChatGPT.
That's creepy.
Yeah. And you know what? I seen it was like it was basically saying that that is one of the biggest uses is like
Oh,
social
yeah, I can see that.
interaction, which is so crazy. Like y'all,
I can
we
see that.
this is out of control.
Yeah, I
We've
can
got to
see
get
that.
outside.
I feel like also it's abuse. Like anything excessive is gonna be something abusive. I feel like ChatGPT gives such like immediate answers that lonely people could lend on it to be like what
Mm.
to do. I was gonna say, funny, a girlfriend of mine, she had posted that she started to talk to they were talking dating is very like they wasn't even
ChatGPT?
no, she was dating a guy.
Oh, okay.
But I wouldn't even say dating. They
Okay.
like talking, like they exchanged a few text messages. He had did something wrong where like he didn't respond back for a few days. So she had he had wrote her this like next message was like, "Hey, I apologize for not texting you back. I just been really busy." And she said something about the message read like AI. She was like, "I don't know what it was." So she pasted it into ChatGPT and she wrote like, "Hey, do you think he really wrote this, or do you think this like a ChatGPT?" Or no, she did something where like she was able to figure out that he had asked ChatGPT to write the message. And I was like, not
See,
involving the dating life too,
the
like
skills are reaching an all-time low. Like I feel
yeah.
like people already were having a tough time communicating,
Yes.
and I feel like ChatGPT is like
Made it
exasperating
worse.
that.
I agree.
It's like we
Sick.
yeah.
Even though I love ChatGPT.
Kids
I
can't
love
read and
it.
write.
That's my hot take. I got a hot take for that one. I love ChatGPT. I think it has helped me with like my resume building and like just getting inspiration for certain things, or even cleaning up my conversations of like how I should say stuff. I
Yes.
think it does it now, but I think there's a time where you have to kind of sit back and pick up a book
You
and
gotta
like
be an
figure it out,
adult.
and figure it out.
Yeah.
Like you can't use AI for absolutely everything. Also,
Mm-mm.
too, I saw this thing on TikTok on that's another thing too. We gotta get off TikTok, but I saw this thing that
Never.
the minds that they use for ChatGPT are like taking over some of these small people's towns. Like this one lady,
Oh, yes, I saw that too.
yeah, like the
Texas or somewhere?
I
Or,
think it
like,
was Texas.
Oklahoma or something? It was
One of
somewhere
those
small,
countries,
yeah.
not countries, one of those states where like it's they live in a very rural area.
Mhm.
She said she moved there like 40 years ago
Yeah.
when it was like nothing
These,
and
like, AI
yeah,
plants.
and now they built the AI plant. Like her backyard is an AI plant. I was like, oh my
Mhm.
god, like
And it's taking up all the
yes, and
power.
she said that she can't go to sleep at night because the lights from the plant shine into her house
Oh,
now with her husband.
no.
I was like, this is so sad. This
That's
is so sad.
inappropriate.
Yeah.
See, we gotta learn how to, like, have a human experience,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
everything can't be about greediness and, like,
Yeah.
getting the most out of something.
Yeah.
Like, some things need to be sacred where we can respect each other
Yeah.
and, like,
And our spaces.
yeah,
Yeah,
like,
spaces, I agree. Especially when it comes to those places like that. I feel like people go to those rural areas to get away. And the fact that we're like kind of embarking
no, girl,
on it
people just
now.
live in rural areas.
No, I mean some people, but some people purposely like they don't move out of them. They don't want to move out of them. They
Yeah,
want to. That's what I mean. They don't want to live in a big city. So the fact that you're kind of bringing those aspects of it to them is kind of like
because it's like land. It's like
yeah,
trying to snatch up as much land as you
it's
can,
possible.
which is
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy.
What's your hot
Um,
take?
all right, it is summertime.
Mhm.
Please put the kids in some books.
Yes.
I feel like the parents nowadays are not making their kids read. And again,
No.
my kid is really young too, but like I just see like I see videos. That's a big source of what I see. And like I'll get in the train and stuff, and all I see is like the parent on their phone and the kid on the iPad.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And I feel like, or if we'll go to like a park or something, I'll see like it'll be two kids or something. I'll see one kid playing the other kid on the iPad. I'm like, put the iPad down. Like
Yeah.
when the kids used to play in dirt, I used to love playing in dirt. I used to love collecting what's it, glow
Yeah.
bugs?
Or just like taking it. You talking about lightning bugs?
Yeah, lightning bugs. There you go, lightning bugs. You know what I mean? Like
Bugs.
like I used to love collecting lightning bugs. Like I used to do like to do outside things, ride my bike outside. You know what I mean? Like I'm not lying to you. I think when I was a kid, I only really watched TV for about an hour a day. I'm not even lying to you.
Yeah.
Like I think that's really what it
I
was.
feel like it's so rare now to see a kid on my block. Like when I see a kid, I be like, "Oh, the kid is
Yeah,
outside."
yeah. Like
You know, they ain't riding bikes. They just the weirdest thing ever is like sitting. They be in them like chat rooms. Like you sit and like watch other people stream all day. That is insane.
yeah. Mm-mm.
Like we
Mm-mm.
gotta do something else.
Mm-mm.
We gotta get
Mm-mm.
outside. We
Mm-mm.
gotta
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's so sad.
we gotta get
You gotta get
outside.
outside, just do something.
We gotta read. We gotta
Do
do
something. And
yeah.
I definitely think like I know it's hard for parents because like parents are tired. Like, and I think that's a big piece of it too. Like I only can speak to for our generation or for myself. I feel like our parents today have to work really much more harder than we have had to work in the past. I really want to say that. I feel like the cost of living now is extremely high where parents have to work constantly. And maybe back then it was high, but like it wasn't crazy where people had to kill themselves to work. So I feel like parents sometimes need to step back and maybe they need to get on their phone to decompress from
Yeah.
work or whatever. But I think there needs to just be a little piece of like decompress with the kid or like
No, I
decompress
think
and
I
help.
think that it is that they are back to like this the lack of like social
Cues.
interactions. Like I
Yeah.
think the parents don't even know how to be social anymore.
So it's
So
bleeding
like their
onto the kids.
kids
Yeah.
are also not social.
Yeah. And the teacher. Did you see that video about that teacher?
Yes.
Oh,
In New York? Yeah,
yes.
she was wilding out.
With the spandex shorts and the tank. First of all, what are you wearing to
Yeah.
school? Second, that's who's teaching my kids?
Yeah.
They have lost a plot. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
All
Well,
right.
that's an episode.
On to the next.
We'll see you guys later.